I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. But I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own. But that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who was blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500-plus days.
They got their opponent in the fireman's carry and
driven down with a flapjack.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Greco-Roman face rake.
Seth is being overwhelmed.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all of that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now, and right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
And he easily stops the ref's count.
Fighting hard to stay in this match.
Roman Reigns giving the people in attendance the chance to acknowledge him.
Roman being the aggressor.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. Reigns is going to look to press on the advantage.
Maybe Reigns has found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Seth retaliates.
Springboard, but nobody home.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
And Roman Reigns demanding acknowledgement from the WWE Universe.
Headed out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Oh, colliding with a barricade.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
The referee is so close to calling a countout.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
And just barely made it back in.
Uh-oh.
Just like that, Roman gets stopped. Sling blade!
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have any...
Looking to capitalize on that move.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
Reigns averts the attack.
Lift it up. What's next? All the way down. Boom! Right to the jaw. Oh, you can pick up your teeth in section 112.
Absolutely laid Rollins out, and now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Neither superstar giving an inch here. Ooh. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. The fight is on, and it's furious.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Oh!
Who will break first? That is the question.
Rollins pulling out all the stops early. Roman Reigns needs to kick into higher gear to catch back up.
Tony, nothing pretty about this. Just a good old Donnybrook here. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. And just like that, the scales are imbalanced.
What a spear by Reigns. The champ taking care of business here. Gets out of the way of that one.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the tribal chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's your answer.
Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
The oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the tribal chief past his boiling point.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Wow. Oh, this, what a headbutt.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Clearing off our desk. What could be the thought process here?
I don't think it's anything good.
I don't know if it's anything I can watch.
Got him in his grasp. Spiked with a Uranagi.
Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
And Reigns is holding nothing back against Rollins.
Reigns to the outside.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
On this match is now all. Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
Got out of the way, but can he capitalize? Oh, no, they're coming this way.
Oh, he's got him by the leg.
The foot DDT.
The head of the table and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing.
He's able to beat the count just in time. A reversal. Well scouted.
Getting him right into the corner. Reigns delivers a Superman punch. Not down yet.
And a spear.
This might be it. The champ might keep it here.
Oh, Superman punch.
Reigns not done yet. Spear. Champ close to ending it here.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks. The ref intervenes before that illegal weapon can get put to use. Oof, a shot like that would counter any attack.
Rollins on the move. Down low with the stomp.
We might see a new champion
And into the cover.
He did it. Rollins wins the title.
Here is your winner, and new Universal Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins is your new freaking champion. After 516 days, the historic reign for Roman is over.
And Reigns may never recover from this moment. Seth got in his head, and it cost the Tribal Chief everything.
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins.
He puts him into the corner. Oh, shoulder to the gut.
You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on. Not even close to down and out at this point.
Roman had that scouted.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him. Ripcord lariat. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Setting up for something here.
All the way down. That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career.
Reigns comes up short on that attack.
And avoids taking any damage. Great timing on that knee to the gut.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Oh, big boot drives him to the floor.
The Tribal Chief taking a moment to compose himself.
Looks more like taking a moment to gloat.
Look into the crowd like you... Oh, my God! Launched like a ballistic missile.
Showing zero regard for anyone's well-being.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. The Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the
Pin to decide the championship. Kicks out after one.
I don't know what more this superstar can do to put him away.
Oh, he had that scouted.
able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
Reigns turns that around. Ooh, up into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat.
Uh-oh. Puts away the attack and answers with a bulldog.
Rapid fire Samoan drop. He's in a very bad spot. Totally out of it.
Big boot. Reigns is wasting no motion.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
And this one could be moving to ringside.
Now clearing the announce desk. This isn't going to end well.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Seth Rollins just sitting back and degrading his opponent.
Ouch.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Choosing to go after the head here. Interesting strategy.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Are you kidding me? Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. Rattling our announce desk.
I don't know what's coming next, but it's not good. And that canceled out Reigns' offense. Hoisted up. Ooh, a gut buster.
That was all sorts of nasty.
The Revolution Russian knee finds the mark.
Guys, we should really watch out. This could spill over here in an instant.
And enters back into the ring.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
Totally helpless at the moment.
Oh my gosh!
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count. Back in the ring.
Taking this match to the outside.
And Rollins is showboating right now.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the big, so much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
Launches into the air with a Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield.
Reigns hits it!
That is how a true champion defends their title.
Head of the table, and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing.
By Reigns!
Chance to retain here. The champ might have put this one to bed. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
Picked up and being carried around now. Lands face first. Reigns establishing the upper hand.
Right now, Seth is unable to evade Roman's offense. Roman Reigns saying this is not the WWE Universe. This is Roman's universe.
Back. And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well,
move
there's your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing. Reigns on the money with a Superman punch.
Finish things off. There's the spear by the Tribal Chief.
Oh, tossed to ringside. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count.
Oh!
Oh, it gets put into the barricade.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Reigns is picking up steam.
Spear by Reigns.
That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained.
He gets into the ring. Time for him to get back in the ring.
No one wants a count out here.
Oh!
Hoisted up high here.
Oh, no. Power bomb across the barricade.
Ooh.
He gets back into the ring.
Wicked kick to the face.
And this is hard to watch, guys.
Yeah, each blow to the head is worse.
Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
And did you hear the impact of that? Roman's on a roll here.
Any of Rollins' defenses have been pegged.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. I think it's time to clear out.
Yeah, this is a bad situation.
Oh, God.
This battle is spilled into the ringside area and is drawing dangerously close to our table.
Bodies have been decimated, fortitude has been tested, and these fans are showing their approval of these superstars' performances.
With authority.
And Reigns has really fired up.
Are we heading towards a countout?
I hope not.
He beat
Reigns!
The champ is in control. He is stalking, waiting for his moment to attack. What spear by Reigns!
The champ might have just ended things right there. And gets sent right into the corner. Superman punch by the Tribal Chief. And a thunderous spear. Devastating maneuver by the champion. Superman punch. Spear. Did the champ just close this out? Makes the cover.
I guess it was time to switch gears.
What is he doing?
Perfect execution by the champion. The head of the table cinches it in.
Oh, guillotine choke. He taps. He taps.
Forearm gonna cut off the win. The guillotine cinched in. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.